So I want to ask you first, like, I know you talked about it at the press conference, but maybe kind of give a little bit more robust answer to why you chose Eagle FC. Why did you want to be a part of Eagle FC?
Well, a big part of me coming on the Eagle FC team was just me wanting to finish my mixed martial arts legacy with the right people, with the right organization. And I had put some time in with Dave Feldman and created a great relationship, and was going to, go over to the BKFC arena and make some good money. But come January, I received a text from Ali, and Ali is like, Diego, he's like, Eagle FC is the place for you, man. He's like, I just want you to be able to finish your career like the legend you are. He's like, well, I want to take care of you. I want to bring you out and fly you first class and treat you right. And I was like, at this point, I had already given up on MMA. I was like, all right, for the past year of retirement, I was only training hands, only getting ready for BKFC. And, as you know, jiu-jitsu and wrestling and MMA is a little more taxing on the body than just training hands. So I had been retired from that, and I gave it consideration. And I said, all right, Diego, I didn't really like the way, I wasn't satisfied or happy with the way my UFC career ended. And because of that, I feel that all of the wisdom and knowledge that I've been able to attain through my pursuit of mixed martial arts victory, I'm just, at this point, I'm like, I gotta finish one more chapter of mixed martial arts. I put all this hard work in. I've got this knowledge now. I know how to fight better now. I've learned how to stand up finally after 17 years to understand the principles of combat and standing movement and the study of movement on your feet opposed to movement on the ground, movement in the transition. And so at this point, I just, I really wanted to go out and show my skill. That's the real reason why I'm in Eagle FC now, is because I want to show my skill. I want to show why my legacy has been so legendary. And I want to continue to put some legendary experience on my human experience here, what I'm doing. And so with Eagle FC, man, I got a little excited just thinking about Khabib. I've always been a fan of Khabib and regarded him as the GOAT of mixed martial arts in competition, for sure. He was, he's the epitome of amazing when you think about the mental state of this human being maybe a 6 or 7 year old boy in a jacket, and your dad has you wrestle with a bear. And if you've seen that video, this bear is biting Khabib. It's not just wrestling him, it's biting on him. It's using its mouth too. And Khabib, man, I watched that video and I thought about it. I broke it down and analyzed it in my mind and said, man, imagine that kid when he walks into a wrestling room or a sambo room or a mixed martial arts gym, and he's looking over there and he sees a human and he's like, I wrestled the bear. Imagine the level of subconscious programming that his genius father, to put him through that at such a young age. He was bred to be a champion, and in my opinion is the greatest champion. And it's not just his champion endeavors in the octagon that I admire. I admire his morals. I admire his love for his father. I admire that I admire how he jumped over the cage and chased Dylan Dennis. I admired that because, you know, it was like, you're messing with my family. You're talking about my religion. You're talking about where I come from. You're talking about all these things about like some serious issues. So, you know, when he got fined, I think something like 600,000 by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, I was like, oh, they did him dirty, because he's just a loyal, he's as loyal as they come, and he has some honor. And I really, when I heard about Eagle FC, I said, man, this guy is going to bring some real honor back to the sport. He's going to bring some real just loyalty back to the sport. And you know, and class, different, a different level of class. You know, he doesn't want ring girls in there. There's no ring girls. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to the ring girls. You know, but that's Vegas, and that's selling sex. And he's aware of that, and he's like, that's not what I want to do in Eagle FC. And you know, Khabib has been a real big, you know, on his faith. You know, he has a mountain of faith in God. And that's the man I am too. Even though our belief systems may be a little different, we both believe in a God. And so to be able to come into Eagle FC, get my opportunity to fly like an eagle, and spread my message, you know, and my message is a God message, you know, because that's why I'm doing all this fighting. I'm doing this fighting because I got a voice, I got a platform, and I have an opportunity that, in my opinion, was given to me by God. And so I'm moving on it. I'm training, I'm working, and excited for the debut in Eagle FC with Kevin Lee. He's a great opponent. And for me, a 4-year-old to go in there with a 29-year-old prime man who's elite, top of the level competition, and go and make some magic, go and use my skill. Yes, this is going to be a statement, and that's what I'm coming in here to do. I'm coming in here to make a statement and make a run for the Eagle FC super lightweight title belt. And that's what I'm visioning. I want to be an eagle. I want to fly like an eagle. I want to fly like a golden eagle. We ain't no bald eagle here. We're the golden eagle, representing the Southwest, the Wild Wild West. And that's my.
So, you know, when you saw their first American card, I think a lot of fans were anxious to see what it would be like. How would he pull it off? Could he pull it off? And I think that the critics had only nice things to say. I didn't see much negativity about it. What did you think of the first card?
I thought they did a great job, and I didn't think of it as the first card when it's Eagle 45. And it's they've already been doing shows in Moscow and Russia, and so I didn't think of it as the first show. I thought of it as the first American show, coming into a new market where, you know, you got the gangster bullies at the top, and you got some other organizations that, you know, do what they do. But I just right away I knew it was going to be successful. You know, it's a new format that they're using with the FLX cast and how they're doing it on the internet. They have the opportunity to build their brand with a free show. My hat's off to them. You know, they got the budget and they can do it. So, you know, it's a little hard because a lot of my fans are and supporters want to come to the fight, but it's invite only show. You know, I get 4 tickets. So, you know, I only got 4 tickets, but, you know, support me and support Khabib and support Kevin Lee and support what they're doing for mixed martial arts, because it is bringing the samurai back. If you notice me and Kevin Lee in the press conference, we're all about honor. You know, when Kevin Lee got cut from the UFC and was going through some hard times, I sent him a DM and I said, hey, bro, like, if you need an older guy that's a bigger brother that's been through it, that wants to talk to you, you know, I'm here for you if you need me. And you know, I'm praying for you. And so, like, you know, we're already on that level. We didn't never know we were gonna fight, but now we come into the battle. It's all respect. It's all honor. May the best man win. And so we're doing it to change the sport, change the sport a little bit, you know. We're going to put Khabib and his values and his ideas. And I think he's also a genius. I think he's very successful for a reason. And I think he's going to fuel that same energy that he fueled into his mixed martial arts success in being the greatest into promoting. And I feel that he's going to be the best promoter out there because he actually did it. He fought. And he understands what the fighter side. And so he has a great opportunity with the Russian Rebel and his connections and Dubai and Abu Dhabi and the people that he knows. He has a great opportunity to build an amazing brand. And I'm excited to come in as an entertainment factor, because I'm going to be entertaining no matter who I fight. I've never ever put on a shitty fight. I fought some monsters that were way bigger than me and had a bigger frame, just lots of reach, lots of height. And it was always a great fight, even in my defeats.
Was the 165-pound division something that enticed you, as well as what you've told me already with Eagle FC? Was that a little bit of a, hey, this is something new, this is historic, this is something I can be a pioneer of?
Absolutely. Well, to tell you the truth, like, I had already just like, I wasn't going to chase after no more belts. You know, I had given up on the UFC belt and I was just chasing after, you know, some BKFC fame and taking off the gloves and being a real combat warrior, no glove, you know, like that's a whole nother level of danger. And I wanted to go into there. I wanted to go in and do it. So, you know, to do that now, it's just, you know, you got to take what God gives you. And I felt God's blessing on this opportunity, because when I witnessed Kevin Lee's press conference, when he announced that he signed with Eagle FC, I noticed the draw, I noticed the attention, I noticed the algorithms. And so it's going to be successful. You know, it's just a matter of us fighters doing our part, the organization doing their part by planning and doing this as professional as they can, as they are starting out in a new market, a new area, and they're doing well. They came and filmed with me, and they're being creative. They have some different ideas, and it's just it's different. It's a new space. It's a new place. It's a new area. And Diego Sanchez is extremely excited to get into a new area, because with the UFC, I'm grateful for all and everything that organization and company was able to do for me. But, you know, after doing it for 17 years in the same octagon with this and receiving traumas in that octagon, it's just going to be a breath of fresh air to be in a new place, you know, in Miami. Miami. I go to when Diego Sanchez goes to Miami, I'm gonna tell you, something happens, and it's just a fifth gear kicks in. Like, I need less sleep. I can recover much faster. I can cut weight like that in the humidity. It's just perfect for fighting. It's perfect for fighting if you live at high altitude and train your butt off. Then you go down to Miami at sea level. It's just glorious. It's glorious and it's triumphant, and I'm excited to do it.
So you mentioned earlier that, you know, you weren't able to leave your MMA career with UFC the way you wanted to. And it doesn't sound like you're anywhere close to leaving your MMA career now that you have this kind of new opportunity. But how do you picture that when that time comes? How would you have wanted to leave the sport?
I just would have, well, how would I put this? I got cut off at the end of my UFC career, so it doesn't really count. If I would have wanted to end my career, I would have wanted to fight Cowboy Cerrone and go out there and completely dominate him and finish him in the first round, like I had trained to do. That would be how I would want to end my UFC career. You know, there's a UFC career and then there's an MMA career. You asked MMA career, how would I like to end my MMA career? would be on top, to be the super lightweight champion of Eagle FC, to make great friends, new connections, meet people from all around the world, go to Moscow, branch out, and do this on just a different level, because I've done it in the United States, and I've done it in the UFC, and I just know that there's still more out there for me, and I'm excited to continue this journey, because that's what it is. It's a journey, and I want to chase that belt one more time. So, I feel and believe that I'm coming into this fight with Kevin Lee. He's the best guy on the Eagle FC roster for me, and so it's just a matter of us both coming off of losses, getting in the win column and stepping up for that next title fight. So there's a lot on the line, and I know that, he knows that, and I took the fight on 6 weeks notice coming out of retirement. And so now it's just like, I'm putting everything I got into this, and I'm gonna go out there and give the most electrifying, triumphant, just glorious effort that I can give. And that's the Diego Sanchez corazon that I've been pumping so long, pounding my chest. It's heart, and you can't teach heart. And Kevin Lee is an amazing athlete, and I was a fan of his. He's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, and I love watching I always loved watching all his fights. And one time I told myself, I said, that guy right there, man, if he could do this and do that, I think he could be champion. So, I understand the level of competition I'm going up against, and in the beginning I was like, all right, well, this vato knows that I'm retired. I know he thinks I'm just, damaged goods, and it's just gonna walk through me. But I'm a man of will and willpower, and I'm bringing my willpower. I'm bringing my willpower into this octagon or circle or whatever dimension the cage is going to be. I'm coming into that cage with some willpower, and I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting for my God. I'm fighting for my journey. And and for the end of the career and the end of the MMA career, like you were asking, I want to teach. I love to teach. I love working with the kids. I love working with people who have that hunger, and it's something that I just really enjoy. And I worked 20 years, 25 years to become what I am and know what I know. So I need to pass it down. I need to make some more champions, and help champions be champions of life, because you don't have to be a mixed martial arts fighter to be a fighter, but you got to fight or else you're going to die in this world. And you got to learn how to fight and stand up for yourself and have confidence, and learn the power of the thought, because everything comes from the thought. And so you have to understand the power of the thought. Then you can put on your armor and go to battle in the battlefield of the mind, and fight with a positive intention of hope and love and light and all of that good stuff.
I guess my last question, I'm not sure if you're one to give predictions, but can you give us a little prediction of how you think this fight will go?
Yeah, I'm not really one to do the predictions either. I just must say that it will be entertaining and it will be exciting, and you're gonna see definitely a different Diego Sanchez out there, because every time I go out there and I fight, it's different. And just having the time to retire and just work on my hands, and not have to work on my wrestling, not have to work on my grappling. That has been the breakthrough in my combat skills as a whole. So you're definitely not Diego Sanchez in the UFC. Still could throw hands and kick and all that, but there's going to be a different level of understanding when I'm on the feet. I see things coming at me different. I move different, And really that's what baited me into to coming back, is because I worked so long to do it. And I like to explain it like this. It's like a musician who worked 17 years to play this instrument that he it was the most beautiful instrument, and he loved that instrument, but it took him 17 years, 18 years to learn how to do it. And then all of a sudden, no more instrument, but he barely just got it. That's how I was with my stand-up skills. So yeah, no, I really wanted to come back and show that I do have skill, and that I'm not just a tough pit bull in your face dog pressure fighter that will take some hits to get inside and give some. See, because that's what I built my brand on, with my heart and my conditioning. And in the end, I learned how to fight better, and so I'm going in there to fight better. I'm going in there to fight smarter. I'm going in there to fight wiser. I'm taking all the experiences of my career and putting them in my back pocket, and just gonna go do what I do. And the people of the world, they love to tune in, because they know it's gonna be excitement. Because I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm a fighter, and I fight. That's who I am, and that's what I do.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing the fight. Hopefully I'll be there watching it.
I would love to have your energy in the crowd. It's going to be a special night, and just going to keep on pushing through the rest of this training camp, and do the things that I got to do. And it gets harder when you're 40, but you look at the legends like Randy Couture and some of the older guys. Look at Glover Teixeira now. It's definitely possible to be great in your older age. And so I like to believe in all that. Age is just a number. The body is gonna slow down, but you can push it if you take care of yourself, and your health is your wealth. And I've been investing in myself my entire career, and that's why I'm healthy and look young and primed for battle.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too as well.